Hello, Assalamualaikum and good morning to our beloved lecturer, which is Madam HAZARIAH YAIS binti RAZALI. So for today we are going to make a presentation video about the effort of Unicef in Somalia in achieving quality education. So before we start our presentation video for today, let me introduce you first the presenter for today. So the first presenter will be MUHAMAD ASYRAF bin ROSLI, and the second presenter will be me, and my name is MUHAMAD FARHAN ISKANDAR bin MUHAMAD FAUDZI. The third presenter is HAZIQAH binti IBRAHIM. The next presenter is FATIEHAH binti AZMAN, and the last presenter is ATIKAH binti AHMAD. So without waste any time, let's restart our presentation video for today.
Hi, my name is MUHAMAD ASYRAF bin ROSLI. I will be presenting about the introduction. The right of the whole child and all children to survival, protection, development and participation are at the forefront of all part of the school and its surrounding education community. This means that the emphasis is on learning that strengthens children's capacities to act progressively on their own behalf through the acquisition of relevant knowledge, useful skills and appropriate attitudes, and that creates and helps children create place of safety, security and healthy interaction for themselves and others. Bernard 1999. In the context of education, what does quality mean? Many definitions of educational excellence exist, demonstrating the concept's complexity and varied character. Efficiency, effectiveness, equity and quality are all concepts that have been used interchangeably in the past.
Hello, back to me. So before I start for my part, first of all, I want to say thank you to the previous presenter, which is MUHAMAD ASYRAF bin ROSLI, for the explanation of the introduction. So now I will explain about the description of the effort of UNICEF in Somalia in achieving the quality education. Somalia is a country that located at the African, and the population in the country was estimated about 16.5 million people. And as we know, Somalia also was recorded as one of the poor country in the world. This is because there's always have a crisis exist in the country. For the example, the crisis that we can see like civil war that can lead to give a bad effect for education in the country. Therefore, due to the country always face a lot of problem in education field, finally in 1993, UNICEF helped to continue the education process by repairing the damaged school buildings, reprinting the existing textbook and providing safety kit at the school. Other than that, UNICEF began implementing the education program in 1997 that emphasized the formal primary education as the foundation for the education system. In addition, according to UNICEF, they also run non-formal education program that targeting the teenagers and also the children. This effort by UNICEF has involved 1 million people, and most of them are teenagers and also the children. Next, we move to the objective for this effort by UNICEF. The main objective of UNICEF to help the educational process in Somalia is because they want to improve the quality education in this country. This is because, as we can see, the quality education in this country is at a low level due to the existing of a lot of crisis and internal conflicts. Next, the objective for this effort is to reduce illiteracy rate among the children and also the teenagers. This is because the illiteracy rate among the children and also the teenagers in this country are very high. And the last objective for this effort is to ensure that people among the children and teenagers will involve in education. In other words, this effort is to ensure that children and teenagers will enroll in school to pursue the educational program. To ensure that all these objectives are achieved, UNICEF has implemented several of their efforts. First of all, UNICEF has influence for increase the government budget allocation to the field of education. This is because the Somalia government on that time gave more allocation to the field of defense due to the country's frequent civil war. In addition, UNICEF has influenced the government to increase the government investment in education. This is to ensure that school fees for children and teenagers can be reduced and will directly ensure that parents will be able to pay their children's school fees. Last but not least, UNICEF also has influenced the government to increase its ability to manage the education sector more strongly. This is because if the management capacity is not improved, then the objective of UNICEF that to improve the quality education and to reduce the illiteracy rate will not be achieved. So that's all for me for my explanation for the description of this effort. Next, the benefit of this effort or this program will be presented by HAZIQAH binti Ibrahim and also FATIEHAH binti AZMAN. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is FATIEHAH binti AZMAN. So my part is benefit of UNICEF program strategy. One of the benefits of UNICEF is safer, more comfortable and functioning schools are available for children in Somalia. A safe, welcoming setting, experienced teacher and education in language that students can understand are all necessary for quality learning. It also necessitates the tracking and feeding back for learning results into training. They will gain valuable experience and information from a fully running school as well as safe learning environment. School is a place to learn, so the place to acquire knowledge must be in safe and comfortable condition. This is important so that school can produce students who are excellent in academic and co-curriculum. A health environment is an environment that is free from elements that endanger health and affect the comfort of students to learn. It is a common knowledge that schools are leading institutions in educating the generation that will replace leaders in the future. In addition, the school, which is a place to gain the knowledge, will shape the personality of the society better the conventional society today. Other than that, the school is one of the areas that need to guarantee cleanliness. In addition, comfort in school can provide a space for learning activities inside and outside the classroom to be implemented by teacher. The approach used to educate children should be different and they prefer to learn something interactively. Co-curriculum activity will run smoothly without any interruption when the school have a clean and safe environment. Therefore, a peaceful and comfortable atmosphere in the school is very important to student and teacher in ensuring the effective learning and teaching. Next is increase equal employment opportunity in education sector for men and women. Both gender will get equal right for various fields, whether education or employment. This point also emphasizes on the equal right of men and women, which should be taken seriously. This is because women are always left behind and have a gap with the men in terms of job as well as the education. This is not denying that their contribution, whether as a wife, mother and salaried worker in the development of the nation and the country is very important. They not only play a key role in shaping the next generation, but also for important economic resources. Therefore, women are always encouraged to participate in the nation development process by opening weather opportunities to venture into the social, economic and political field. So, there is no gap, especially in terms of education. Recognizing the various role of women in family, society, economic and the politics of the country, various strategies has been developed by UNICEF to effectively involve women in the development process so that women potential can be optimized. Diligent effort need to be taken to help women engage in major social and economic activity. This requires a policy to provide guidance and direction in all development efforts so that the interests and participation of women are not neglected and their contribution is integrated in the national development process.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAZIQAH binti IBRAHIM. I will continue to the next point, that the benefit that we can get from the UNICEF program strategy in education in Somalia. Okay, firstly, the benefits that we can get from the UNICEF strategy education in Somalia is more parents will sending their children to school and more children choosing to go to school. This is because when the children are sent to school, they will gain many benefits. For example, they will gain a knowledge at schools. The parents need to send their children to school because main purpose of the schooling is to gain a new insight and a lot of knowledge. This knowledge can be gained by reading textbook, listening to the explanation of the teacher, and asking their classmates. Further, in these benefits, children will be more focused in school, and children also taught to understand many things and indeed the purpose of the school by itself. So, by coming to the school, they can get the right direction to better to understand about the various materials. In addition, teachers are ready to help them if they encounter the difficulties. Furthermore, whatever their curiosity can be answered by the teacher in the school. Moreover, the children will also learn discipline in the school. Okay, for example, when the class start is at 8 a.m. and the children need already in the classroom at 8 a.m. Next, children will be more interested in going to school because they will get lots of friends in their schools. Going to school will make the children to get a new environment and inevitably to get to know their classmates and their schools. Children will also learn to work together with their friends, and they can learn together through groups of the learning process that instructed by their teachers. Furthermore, the benefits that we can get from the strategy education in Somalia, that is education is prioritized in the community and also prioritized at home. Education is a cornerstone in the unification process to realize the aspiration of the Somalian nation to create and enhance their racial unity in the society. There is no denying that the education from the primary to the highest levels of education plays a very important role in the formation of unity and society. Therefore, the education is the key factor to the society of national unity, and education should start from the youngest generation. When the education is given priority in a society, it can control the way from it speaks. If society does not accept one of the cultures, there may be a mistake in the language factors that is not inappropriate in the society. Therefore, it is necessary to instill from an early age in the pupils about the importance of using a good language in speaking the words, because will affect the culture and education of the child in the future. Education is considered as a container that shapes attitudes as well as a metal that is needed. Therefore, if education is given priorities in a growing society, it has to serve as a tool for self-expression and communication tool, a tool for social integration and adaptation, and a tool for social control. Moreover, education is prioritized at home because the environment at home will be more harmonious and it involves the way children think and act. For example, when a child acts like a person with a knowledge, it will not lead to misunderstanding between siblings or parents. This is because children will know how to respect their parents and siblings when they have a knowledge that has been taught by their teacher in the schools. Thank you. That's all from me for the benefits of the strategy education by UNICEF in the Somalia. I will pass to the others group members, and thank you.
Thank you to our previous presenter. my name is Nur Atikah binti Ahmad. I'm going to continue with our last discussion, which is conclusion. Okay, in conclusion, UNICEF has intensive experience in promoting children's rights and well-being in all areas, particularly for children who are socially excluded. Okay, UNICEF may leverage finance for education, programming, and draw on technical competencies at the global and regional office level to promote quality program delivery as a worldwide leader in advocacy and policy creation on children's concern. Okay, for the whole spectrum of development, UNICEF has the essential proficiency and skills in all elements of program management, including planning, executive, monitoring and evaluation, administration, and financial management. UNICEF has been present in Somalia for decades and has a wealth of expertise working with national and local actors on all aspects of child and adolescent development. Okay, UNICEF also has a high level of trust due to his organizational mandate and focus on children's rights, and has fostered and create excellent working relationship with important government partners and civil society organizations. UNICEF is also a well-respected and competent administration of education resources for the education sector and has been an excellent manager of JPE funding for Somalia, ensuring that effective programs are delivered and children education goals are met. In the previous nation program, strategies for targeting the most socially excluded children who are unlikely to obtain formal education proved to be an essential modification that yield encouraging outcomes in terms of improving access to education and enhancing equity. As a result, by 2022, NER has increased by 15% and attrition to grade 5 had dropped by 30%, and UNICEF strategies in Somalia has been successful in fulfilling the SDGs goals of quality education. That's all from our group. Thank you.